What's your most favorite song of Moana?
The one where she's like having a flashback of her like ancestors, and they're riding the waves on the boats, and it's like not in English.
It's like not in English.
Yeah.
Man, it's been a long time since I've seen Moana, I guess, because I don't remember that at all.
The only part that is in English is "We Know the Way" or something like that. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool song.
I know the one that I can never get past without singing is anytime I say "You're welcome."
Yeah.
Dude, it's just always like, "You're welcome."
See, that's my daughter's favorite, and she played it 1,000,000 times, and so it became not my favorite.
Yeah, I can see that.
But The Rock did pretty good at it.
Did you hear that in the live action remake that it is going to it's going to be the same actors?
Yeah, I heard
The
that.
The Rock and whoever the
girl was.
she's
Yeah.
going to live actress it too.
I think that would be great because I think they're both Islander people, so
Yeah.
it would work out perfect for
Yeah,
them.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it should be totally fine.
Yeah, I wonder who's going to play the chicken.
The chicken might be one of my favorite
He was
characters
pretty
ever
amazing.
created.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
But the big crab, the guy, the song that
Yeah,
you don't like.
Shiny.
Do you know the voice actor of that?
Uh-uh.
He's a guy from Flight of the Conchords.
Really?
Yeah.
Would never have got that.
Yeah, he's. I noticed that when I was in the theater watching it with my daughter, and we go, "Oh my gosh, that's the guy who sings that song about business socks."
Is that one we saw as a company?
No, we didn't see that one. Yeah, there was
That was
Strange
last time.
World. That was last time, but then we went and saw.
We saw the Encanto.
Yeah, that one was fun when we did Encanto, and then we did the Ralph Breaks the Internet. That one is awesome.
That was the company one?
Yeah, dude,
must have
we
not
did
been
that
there.
one. That one was, I mean, that was years ago
was a
when
long
that
time
movie
ago.
came out. But that the level of creativity in Ralph Breaks the Internet, it might be one of my favorite animated movies.
The Google search guy.
Dude, the Google search guy is so funny. And then
They did so good with that.
and then you see like it down like when they're in like the dark web and they're trying to do
Yeah.
all sorts of missions to find different things, and
Yeah.
when you're like in the garbage area, there's like AOL down there.
Yeah.
So clever.
It was good. They
I
did a
loved
good
it.
job for sure.
Yeah. Anyways,
That was fun.
Thanks for that conversation.
I feel like we always do this. Every time we start, we go off on some weird thing.
some weird tangent.
I liked
right?
it. I liked it.
I mean, it's good.
It is good.
Anyways, welcome on into this week's episode of the Big Access Podcast. We've got Jeremy Stokes with us once again. Jeremy,
Yes,
how you
sir.
feeling today?
Great, man. Great. I'm feeling good and looking good.
There we go. Apparently, Jordan tells us that he says that every time.
That's my go-to, apparently.
And so, yeah, we made sure that that's in there. But
Looking good, feeling good.
well, you do look
Feeling
good.
good,
So
looking
I'm
good.
glad
Yeah.
you feel good. You know,
Thanks.
look good, feel good, play good, win.
Everything. Win.
Yeah.
Yeah. All I do is win. There's
Nice.
a song about that.
There is a song about that.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, dude. So my son is getting really into sports right now.
Yeah.
And so he's been playing football, and he's been playing defensive end.
Okay.
And he's just this little scrawny dude, but he's fast.
Yeah.
And so they put him right on the edge, and he goes, and he's got tons of sacks. Well, he's also learning how to block and how to be aggressive
Okay.
when he goes out and he's playing tailback.
Okay.
So he played awesome in football this year, but now he's transitioned to basketball as it's getting colder, right?
Yeah.
Dude, I watched that kid throat punch a kid in his game on Saturday. And one of the dads on the opposing team, it was the father of the kid who got sucker punched by my son. He gets up and he starts flipping out, right? He's like, "You can't do that to my son. You can't do that. Ref, you got to call that." And the ref just looked at me. He's like, "Sit down or else I'm going to tee you." And at the same time, I'm just like, "Oh my gosh, I just know what happened. That was my son. I need to teach him that he cannot do that in basketball. He can't do that in football either."
Yeah.
But it was just him being aggressive. But all the other dads were like, "Dude, what was that deal? That guy's issue?" And I'm like, "Oh, dude, my son throw punched his kid."
Nice.
And so I don't know how we got on that tangent either.
I don't either.
I was trying to bring that full circle, but I didn't. So,
missed the
anyways, now
circle
everybody
somewhere.
knows about my story on Saturday about my violent son.
Yeah. About your son who's trying to throat punch people.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm just glad that you haven't done that. How'd your fantasy team go this week?
We're not going to talk about that.
Jeremy has won our work fantasy league 2 years in a row, and this year is so nice.
I'm going to be the toilet bowl.
You are absolutely going to be in the toilet bowl. We need to do something though where like at the end, those who don't make the playoff, we do the toilet bowl, and
Yeah.
like we play for the first pick.
Yeah. Well, that's
or you choose what pick you want.
yeah. So that's what I'm doing. I'm tanking this season to get
Yeah.
the first pick next year.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm being the Arizona Cardinals at this point.
Okay.
You know, trying to get what's his Caleb Williams.
Caleb Williams.
out
Oh,
of
dude,
USC.
don't get me started on Caleb Williams.
That guy's he's got some people giving him some bad advice, I think.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Now, did you hear his last request? He wants to have part ownership. of whatever
Ownership,
team
dude,
drafts him.
and I think that's like illegal.
Yeah.
I don't think you can do
I don't
that.
think that's part of the way it works. Yeah.
So
It's wild.
that is the dumbest thing. All I am glad about is our Utes are 3-0 against Caleb Williams.
That's right.
So
Yep.
we definitely had a bad game against Oregon this last
that
week,
did
and
not
we
look good.
don't want to talk about that, but we can definitely talk about beating USC.
Let's go back 2 weeks and talk about USC for
Yeah,
sure.
That was fun.
Yeah. I love
Anyways, Jeremy and I, as you can tell, we love sports. We talk sports a lot with each other.
I think you're the only person that I line up fully on sports too.
Let's see. We are Jazz fans.
Yep.
I'm going to the Jazz game tonight. That's
Yep.
going to be fun. Hopefully we beat Memphis.
Yeah.
But then we've got the Utes,
That's
which
right.
we're both hardcore on, and then we're both Dallas Cowboys fans.
That's right.
So
Yeah.
Cowboys
I
sure
line up
looked
with
good
other
the other
people in
day.
some, but the Cowboys.
It's
is
hard
usually
to
where I
get that
differ.
perfect trifecta.
It is, and we got it. And the Cowboys did look good. And I'm
Cowboys
afraid that
looked good.
they got way up for that game, and there might be a letdown against the Eagles.
I
this
sure hope not. This week is the game, and
Yeah.
by the time that this drops, you guys are actually going to know what happens in that Cowboys
Yeah.
and Eagles game. So hopefully, you guys will cheer us on in the comments and say,
That's
"Hey,
right.
congratulations! Your Cowboys
That's right.
looked amazing against the Eagles."
I agree. That's the way it's going to go. I can feel it in my bones.
Yeah, I think a lot of people actually just decided to tune out of the
Yeah, they just
podcast
turned it
hearing that
off.
we talk about the Cowboys.
Yeah. Although we have done that almost every time, and people generally watch the podcast when I'm
I
on.
think it's because of you.
It probably is.
Yeah, I think you do actually have some of our most watched episodes.
I think I do as well.
yeah.
Yep.
This is actually your first time in the new studio.
It is.
Ever since we
Pretty
moved
nice.
up to the new floor
Yeah.
and expanded PDK, and
It feels more comfortable.
well,
I
a
feel
part of
like-
that is a couch.
I feel like it was always cold in the other room,
It was cold in the other room.
and here's just cozy.
Dude, like it is dangerous in here. You turn the lights off in here and it's pitch black, and you got a couch.
Oh yeah,
Like
Done.
there's been times where I've been worried I'm going to come in here and find Jordan taking a nap on the couch.
he probably has.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
It wouldn't surprise me. He's over here shaking his head. No, I haven't. No, I haven't. And then at the same time, giving Jeremy that don't
Yeah.
do it. No,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
don't wrap me up, bro.
Yeah, I got you, Jordan.
Yeah.
I got you. He's never done it.
No.
I know. I check. I come and check on him.
Anyways, at the time of that this is being filmed, it is November 1st.
That's right.
Which means yesterday was what? It
Halloween.
was Halloween. Yeah, I mean, this episode isn't going to be dropped until like November 10th, and so it's going to be closer to Thanksgiving at that
Yeah.
point. But we are getting into holiday season.
Yeah.
And
Good times.
It's great times. I love the
weather,
holidays.
yeah.
Cool weather. The fall colors are amazing. Football is amazing. Fall is absolutely my favorite season for sure.
Well, you do the hunting, and I don't.
I do the
but
hunting as well.
that
so
adds to it.
I get outside a lot, but
Yeah.
it's been kind of a down year for me hunting wise. I haven't had a lot of time to do it.
Yeah, I
I've
get
only
that.
hunted 3 days this year. Like,
How you
to
feeling?
put that in perspective, I'm usually around like 20 to 30 days.
Well, and you went on vacation, and I thought you went hunting for your vacation. I found out you were in.
I went to
Disneyland.
Disneyland. Yeah. and we had a great time there.
Yeah, not much
Disneyland.
hunting in Disneyland.
No, but it was a lot of fun seeing
That's
like
good.
the parks all decorated for
Oh,
Halloween. This is my first
yeah.
time I've been there during Halloween time, and it was a good time. I actually
That's fun.
think I'm a Disney dad, dude.
Yeah.
I had so much fun there with my
Okay.
kids, dude. And,
Well,
and the park,
kids do make a difference for sure.
yeah. I mean, the parks weren't that busy the days we were there either, so we
Yeah.
got on a ton of rides, and it was fun. My kids' ages are 9 and 7, and so it's still like that perfect magic
Mm-hmm.
age where they have a lot of fun. They still kind of like the characters a lot, but
Yeah.
they're like not like let's go wait in line to get pictures. Like, oh
Right.
cool, look, there's that guy, but there's this
go ride
roller
this
coaster
ride.
that we can go ride.
Right.
Yeah, my
Perfect.
daughter I found out is addicted to roller coasters.
That a girl.
Yeah,
They're
So,
the best.
that was fun.
Yeah.
But anyways, with holidays coming up, that means that we've got to bring this back full circle, Jer.
Way to bring it back. I'm sorry.
This is how like every meeting with me and Jeremy
It
goes
really
too. It's like,
is.
hey, Jeremy, I got to talk to you something about 5 minutes. Okay, go book an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. I'm sorry. Focus. I'm focused.
Focused.
Let's go.
So holidays coming up, which means office closures are also coming up, right?
That's right.
In our case, we've got Thanksgiving off, we've got Black Friday off, and then we start getting into December when people close up for extended periods of time for sure.
That's right.
And that means that you need to be on top of your access control system, making sure that your auto open schedules are working when they need to.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. So That's a great point, because we have auto opens that keep doors open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 or whatever it ends up being.
Which is a good thing. That's what you want your access control system to do.
Correct.
But you do need to be on top of it for these situations.
Correct. So the first one coming up is Thanksgiving, which is on a Thursday. And then Black Friday, if you're so lucky to have that day off as well, is on a Friday. So you need those days to not have your office be just unlocked, right?
Right. I mean, think about the threats that would
Yeah, that's not good.
enable.
Yeah, that's not good.
If nobody's at your office, but your office is open.
Correct. So in PDK, we have an option to go in and create a deny rule for auto opens to make it so those doors don't just unlock on those days. Ultimately, you just make an auto open. At the very top of your page there will be a deny toggle switch.
Right.
Flip that over, and then there's a single day selection where you can take that and select the day you want it to be closed. I'm not sure, is Thanksgiving like the 23rd this year or something like that?
Yeah, it's the 23rd this year.
So you would select November 23rd on that, and then just leave it 24 hours, and then select the doors you don't want to have auto open, and that will cancel that auto open for that day.
Yeah.
Access still works. People can still use their badges to get in. They can still access the building if they need to, but then the doors won't just automatically open on that day.
Yeah, it's pretty slick and convenient, right?
Yeah,
it's
pretty
very
easy.
easy to do.
Right.
You can go ahead and set exactly what time period you want. And one of the things that I like that we do too is we have that single date option, because holidays rotate. Like you were saying, Thanksgiving is on the 23rd this year.
Right.
Right. Next year,
25th, 24th,
something.
somewhere in there. Yeah,
But it's
for
not
sure.
going to be the same date. And so being able to go in and manually update that and change that so that it's not just the 23rd every year
Correct.
is an important thing to do.
Yeah, and that's what a lot of people do. They'll go in and put all of their company holidays in
Yeah.
at the beginning of the year, and then January 1st or 2nd or whatever they do it, they'll just go in and change them all to the next year and make sure they edit them so they make them one change a year rather than having to change it after every holiday. They just set a day. Okay, this is the day I'm going to make my holiday changes, and they go in and they edit all their holiday schedules to make sure the auto opens don't work that year either.
Yeah. And one of the things that we always recommend doing with that too is make sure that you label it
Yes.
and name that auto open rule. You can go ahead and apply that name there. So you can say Thanksgiving closure,
Correct.
right? Christmas closure, New
Correct.
Year's closure, whatever it is,
Yep.
and be able to have that in there so that when you do go in to edit it for the next year, you can just go click right on that and go change the date and you're set.
Yep.
So
Yep.
it's very easy. You don't even need to delete the rule at that point. You're just going
Correct.
and changing and editing the date.
Correct.
So
Yep,
it's very
exactly.
simple and easy to do.
Another one that people bring up to us for holiday schedules is access. If they want to limit a certain group of people to get into the building during that time, basically it's the exact same process. You just click on that group and create a deny rule for that group of people, so that they, the janitors or whoever can't get in the building that day either. Everybody else still has access, but it'll limit a specific group of people from getting in the building as well.
Yeah.
If you don't want them in there on a holiday,
That's
so that
really
works as
simple and
well.
easy to do.
Yeah, so basically the same process.
Yeah. Do you find that a lot of people will go in and create holiday schedules, or do you feel like people will more often use an auto open after first allow and just not even worry about it?
So the auto open after first allow works as well. The scary part to that is the second part of it, of people still have access to the building.
Right. If you're going in because you forgot like a phone charger on Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah. You scan your badge and you unlock that building, and then you walk out and the building's unlocked for that day. So it is good as long as you know for sure that nobody else is going to come to the building that day.
Yeah.
But if there's a chance, just doing that auto open deny rule gives you that layer of security where for sure the building won't open if somebody has to go get something out of there.
So just to be safe, go in and always create those rules,
Those
have
deny
those
rules.
ready to go.
Yep.
Because you want to make sure that is closed up. Now, what happens if you are sitting around you just woke up on Thanksgiving morning, you're just sitting down to watch our Cowboys play.
That's right.
And you realize that, crap, I didn't go and create that rule.
Yeah.
What can you do then?
Well, that's the best part about PDK is you can do it right from your phone.
Woo!
Right? So just open up the app, go in there, have all the same functionality on your app as you would if you were sitting in front of your computer.
Yeah.
And just create the rule the same way you would have sitting in front of the computer, and then you're all set. And if it happened to have been open for a half an hour or whatever, as soon as you create that rule, it'll actually lock that door on you right away.
Yeah. That's really cool.
Yep.
And so, I mean, that's just an ultimate extra added protection
Correct.
that your system provides, right?
That's right. Yeah, it's great.
I love it. So if you haven't already done so, this is your reminder. Your holidays are right around the
coming.
corner. This episode drops on the 10th. It's just a couple weeks away until you are there.
Yep.
And so make sure that you are going through, add those to your schedules right now, so that way your office is totally good and secure.
Correct.
Yeah. Jared, thanks a ton for coming on this week's episode.
Anytime, guys.
Yeah, it's always fun having you on. I love our little rabbit holes, and hopefully our audience does as well.
I think so.
It's you're always a fun person to talk to.
I try to.
Yeah. Hey, really quick before we go, you just had a new support guy start too.
Yeah, Richard Rawlings.
Yeah. He's the nephew of Ryan
doing
Rawlings.
great.
We had Ryan on the episode just a couple of days ago.
A couple weeks ago, right? A couple days ago.
Weeks ago.
Whatever. Time doesn't matter anymore.
No, it sure doesn't seem like it.
But yeah, he's great. He's just finishing up his second week. No, this will be his third. He's halfway through his third week.
Oh boy.
Started taking phone calls this week, so he's as fresh as they come right now. So if you guys get him on the phone, just understand he's new and he's working hard through it. So
that's good.
Yeah,
he seems like he's pretty bright fellow.
He's sharp. He's very sharp. I'm pretty happy with it so far. Yep, for sure.
That's a good deal.
Yep.
Good deal. Anyways, reach out to tech support. As a reminder, partners, you reach out to tech support. The average wait time is nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, we answer 80% of phone calls within 20 seconds or less. That's a huge benefit with these guys.
That's right.
These guys also know their crap. They're not just reading from a list of commonly asked questions.
Yep.
They're all based here.
Yep.
Here in Utah, and so it's nothing overseas. That's another big benefit for you guys.
Sure.
And then first call resolution, goal 7 minutes, right?
Yes, 7 minutes, and then getting everything handled within that first phone call. I think we're around 78% of the time we handle stuff on the first phone call.
So I mean, think about that, right? If you are on a job site and you are trying, maybe there's an issue and you've got to call in. With other manufacturers, you're usually on hold for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 7 hours,
right? Something
like that, right? Leave a message. We'll call you back within 48 hours.
Yeah.
You guys know who I'm talking about. And so that's a real life issue that's out there.
Correct.
With PDK, you call in, and within 7 minutes, you're going to have somebody answering the phone and solving your problem.
Right.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That takes away a lot of the stress of being a technician on the job and having the end user breathing down your neck.
Yep.
So definitely take advantage of that. If you reach out to tech support. We also have our online help center as well that you can utilize. Go right out to ProDataKey.com and you can find that right on the main menu. So that can help answer any of your questions as well.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jared,
I love it.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, dude.
Awesome time. Always fun having you in here. But anyways, guys, for those of you who have not already done so, be sure to subscribe to this podcast, give it a 5-star rating, and let us know if there's anything else that you guys are looking to learn. Happy holidays, and we will talk to you next week.
Thanks, guys.